I had a few suggestions that maybe I should address President Obama's State of the Union speech. And I've been thinking about that speech in sort of big terms. After all, he did tell us, it was sold by his staff and his entire administration, that this was the speech of his life, that this was the moment of truth. So I thought about the speech. As you think about this speech, keep this in mind. Today, over 10,000 people from another place will immigrate into this land of opportunity. They will arrive not by boat, plane, or foot over a fence in South Texas. No, these Americans will be delivered through the birth canal of an American woman. 10,000 naked, natural-born, freedom-loving American citizens. The only thing that any of them can do without help is breathe and dirty his diaper. They will be entirely dependent on the compassion and care of others for everything necessary to maintain their existence. And they will receive that care and compassion in abundance. And all but a very few of those Americans who share today as their birthday will receive all of the care and compassion his parents have to give, without limit and without condition. In no place, in no time in history, have children been born with the watchfulness and resources that they will be afforded these new American citizens. And it is critical to note that they will receive this level of care and nurturing, not because it is mandated by law. No, they will get it precisely because it is not mandated by law. They get it because their forebears are free, and they know that freedom makes the promise in that child's life worth the effort. You see, early in each and every one of those newborns' lives, that crying, kicking bundle of flesh and poop will be placed into the arms of a loved one, a father, a grandmother, or a friend for life. And that loved one will hear and feel those cries and screams. Those feelings will come from a heart belonging to someone dreaming only of peace and joy for that new life. We've all had that feeling. We all know that dream. And we dare to dream those dreams for our children because they are born in the United States of America, the only country in history based on and built by liberty, individual liberty. They are delivered with certain unalienable rights, and by God's grace, into the only country in the world with a constitution that guards for all of its citizens the freedom to be and become whatever they may choose. So, back to President Obama's State of the Union of January 27th. In every speech he or any other elected official might make, as we listen to his proposals and in the case of the State of the Union, try to ignore the silly responses of those in attendance, we should have been weighing his suggestions with only one question in mind. Will this idea, if made law, make those 10,000 American lives more or less free? It's a simple question, but one we cannot ignore, because tomorrow we're going to have 10,000 more new countrymen, and their very lives depend upon our answers. That is the immigration problem we need to be worried about. So here it is in a nutshell. America knows that there is no more moral grounds for the few to be enslaved for the needs of the many than grounds for the many to be enslaved for the needs of the few. How many men should be enslaved to make America a better place? How many freedoms should a man lose to help our country be greater? America's answer now and always will be none. God bless America.